Now, if you're someone that recently had a knee replacement surgery, you're probably wondering, can I get on a bicycle again? And if so, how do I ensure that I properly and safely use the bike? Now, let's first go over the benefits of using a bike after surgery. The number one benefit for using the bike is that when you pedal, you're going to be working on your knee flexion. The pedal is going to force your knee into flexion, which is very good right after knee replacement because we want to ensure that your range of motion gets restored again. The second reason why the bike can be so effective is it's non-weight bearing. Unlike walking for long periods or running on your knee replacement, a non-weight bearing exercise could be helpful, especially if you're someone that is suffering from a lot of pain. The last reason why the bike can be effective is that it will help you regain your cardiovascular endurance. Many people get deconditioned from resting or maybe working up to their surgery. They weren't doing a lot of walking or running like they were before, so they are often deconditioned, and using a bike can be a great way to start implementing some cardiovascular endurance training into your program. Now, you can use a recumbent bike where you are sitting down, or you can use a bike like this, which is more upright, which is what I'm demonstrating in today's video. This here is a Concept 2 bike erg. This is one of my favorite bikes for not only training my endurance, but also just using on a regular basis. Now, when you're first getting on the bike and you just had surgery, you have to consider that if you're gonna be using an upright bike, that you might require a stool or a step in order to come up on the bike, because often these upright bikes are a bit higher, so you're gonna have to use your non-surgery leg to step up on the stool in order to sit down on the bike. The other thing you have to consider is when you are sitting down, the seat height. If the seat height is way too low to the ground, what that's going to require is that you have more knee flexion. And just starting off on the bike early, it's going to be very difficult for you to work through that range of motion in your knee if the seat height is too low. So ensure that you have the seat height elevated so that it allows you to truly get a decent bend in the knee. That may require you to test it out a bit by getting on it, seeing how much bend you have in the knee, and then possibly getting off of it and adjusting it and maybe even bringing it higher. Now, when you're working on that knee, let's say for instance, the left knee I had surgery on, what I tend to do is I'll first have patients go through half revolutions, half cycles. So what that means is they're not fully jumping on, just going all the way in full circles, because that is going to be too painful for them, but they will simply work on going back and forth in both directions to help kind of loosen up the joint there. As they get more comfortable, they're going to be able to move further and further until eventually they're able to bend the knee in greater range of motion and get nice fluid motion to be able to go in full revolutions in cycles. Make sure that whatever bike you are on, that the resistance is minimal, or if not, you have no resistance at all. Because if you have resistance and you're trying to push through that, that is going to be very painful on the knee. The other thing you have to think about is as you start to accumulate more time on the bike, maybe you've started off with 10 minutes at a time for a week or two and you find that it's just too easy, then you can make it a little bit more challenging by lowering the seat height, which will then require you to bend the knee even further. It's going to require more knee flexion there. You're going to notice over time that range of motion is no longer going to be an issue as you get on the bike, especially once the circulation improves, once the swelling goes down, once you regain greater range of motion, you're going to be able to stay on the bike longer, and eventually you're going to be able to add more resistance on your bike to truly challenge your cardiovascular endurance. Now, if you yourself have used a bike like this in your rehab after total knee replacement, please comment below on what tips you found the most successful on returning to cycling. In the meantime, if you want more tips on how to recover and build strength after a total knee replacement, make sure to check out my playlist here.